Good afternoon. I'm Jeff and this is Terry. We're coming back to you live as we threatened we would. It's 5 o'clock. So this is our little introductory to us. We thought would be just maybe the two of us, but with monkeys, you can never plan anything properly. So,
it is what it is.
yes.
You might as well learn. If you follow us and watch our videos, there's nothing standard about us. When you have monkeys, you can't really be normal, right?
You're not normal if you have monkeys anyhow.
It is our circus. These
Yes.
are our monkeys.
Yes. So
We just really wanted to take some time just to kind of tell you who we are, why we started SEMO Exotic, what SEMO Exotic's dream, well, I guess what our dreams and vision for SEMO Exotic is. And
our goal is to have a safe place for forever homes for different types of exotics. And it's not going to be just primates, but obviously our primary is primates, and we do have some other exotics. We've got different exotic animals now, but it's primarily the primates. We want to give, I don't want to say a retirement community for primates because it's not just retirement community. There's others that need it. We've got a lot of primates that are in this country that are not going to have great homes. It's just the way it happens. It's like any other animal. People get them great intentions, fall in love with them, think everything is going to be easy peasy, and it is not, especially not with primates. So we're gonna end up with several here. We've acquired 17 acres that joins our property. Our goal is to build enough inside and outside enclosures. We are in SEMO, we're southeast Missouri, so we do get a little colder climate than what monkeys appreciate. So we have to have indoor and outdoor enclosures. They thrive outside anyhow. They love the outside. We've got outside areas for them now. We just keep them heated. But it's at our house. It's not where ultimately we're going to end up at. Our goal is to have a big center that they can live in permanently, with inside and outside. We want to be able to have education spot where we can have people that will come out and we'll talk about the different monkeys. There's so many different things about primates, and they're all so different. Not only just personality wise different, but they're all different as the way they live, the way they eat, the way they play, the way they communicate. Everything is just different. So, you got anything else you want to add to that?
no. As you follow us, we hope you do, and as we'll do our lives, we'll give you glimpses into the different types of primates that we currently have. Now, not everything that's at our home right now, which we have 9, are actually rehomes. We've got 4 that were purchased as pets. So our goal is going to be that we're going to want to educate you, because honestly, there's no need to be lying to you. We did not educate ourselves before we got our first. Matter of fact, her gotcha day is coming up Christmas Eve, and we had no clue. We found out that it was legal in the state of Missouri to have a monkey, and we were like, score, there we are. So now 8 more monkeys since then. We're really learning, and we want to share stuff. When you go on TikTok and you go and see these reels, and even with our stuff, you see a lot of the fun. Oh, monkeys are so fun. Monkeys are fun. Don't get me wrong. As you can hear, monkeys are a lot too. A lot of people don't realize what it takes to raise a monkey. This looks awesome, but do you know that a monkey is a lot of times a minimum of a 40-year commitment? And you see more and more older people get monkeys, and don't judge because I know we fall in that category. But you see older people that get monkeys, and then they outlive the monkeys outlive their owners, and they end up in an additional home. This one that keeps peeking over Jeff's shoulder is a 29-year-old capuchin. 29, and we're her third home. Her very first home, Bailey, no. Her very first home was a home that she was very loved. But there we are. We had a family that loved her and had her for, I think, 13 years.
13, 14 years.
And one of them got really ill and sick, and they had to find it a new home. And that happens a lot. Sophie, who's 20 months old, I'm really sad to say, but the reason why she's in a new home is because her original mother, I won't say mother, her original owner ended up with stage 4 terminal cancer. So, I mean, there's different reasons. There's different reasons monkeys have to find new homes. Sometimes it's a matter of behavior. Sometimes it's a matter of uneducation. Sometimes it's a matter of, oh, you got that monkey and you're in a banned state. And you know what happens in banned states? They can euthanize those monkeys. And those are some of the things that we're going to talk about throughout our course. Not tonight. We're not going to bore you out with a lot of stuff tonight. But some of the stuff that we'll start educating and talking about, because it is a lot. It is a lot. You know, you see on TikTok, they're feeding them pizza. They're feeding them sodas and
all kinds of stuff that's not good for us, but imagine what it does to their little bodies, because they're a lot smaller than us and they're being fed junk. And it's so hard to get primates, especially because they're like us. They've got a sweet tooth. And if they get to the point that they're getting sweets, they'll neglect real good, healthy food. So it's just not good for them. I mean, imagine having monkeys with diabetes. Most people aren't going to treat them, so they're going to suffer.
There is monkeys that
are very prone to diabetes.
Have diabetes, liver disease. There's a lot of monkeys that end up with liver issues. Bailey has kind of one of the things that they've been checking him for is a liver disease. We're still waiting on blood panels to come back to have a definite answer of what his issue is. And we'll always be honest with you guys what we have going on, because that's the way you learn.
Part of education.
I don't know what you're doing, buddy. But our goal is
education.
But it's I love being able to share with people, but when it comes down to it, our goal is to provide a home for however many we can. And like Jeff said, it's not going to be just monkeys, but primarily it will be, because it's hard to find people that are willing to take in a rehome because they're tough. I'm not going to lie. They are. I've been bit so hard that I needed stitches before. It happens when you have a dog. It happens when you have a cat. You get scratches and get infections. So, I mean, it is one of those things. We've got sad situations. We'll have happy situations. Not all of our rehomes come from bad homes. Sophie wasn't really in a bad home. She was in a good loving home. Bailey was in a really good home. We'll get and we'll actually do. Stop, you two. They're like kids, I swear. So we'll actually do a breakdown with you and kind of do one-on-one with the different monkeys so that you can see, because I mean, we have marmosets, we have owl monkeys, and most people have no idea what an owl monkey is. And
they're awesome.
You just wait. They're amazing.
They're the clowns.
They are. And they give kisses. But anyhow, and then we've got capuchins. There's many other breeds out there that people could have. And eventually we're going to have spider monkeys. Those are the ones that are the most illegal in the state right now. And it's not because they're illegal to be in the States, but they're illegally brought in. And that's one of the things we'll talk about in a future live, because we would like to get the information out there on how spider monkeys come into the United States, because
It's not a pretty picture.
it's not. It really isn't. We're talking about whole entire troops losing their lives for these
For a
babies.
few babies.
But guys, I'm gonna be really honest with you. You'll never have a lot of seriousness when we're around, because I mean there is going to be times, honestly, I mean we'll be serious, but we're not those people. We're not professional camera people. We're
obviously
not we're not professional speakers
by far, but we're going to have fun, and that's, you know, life is short. Let's have fun, but let's educate at the same time. And if you guys have questions about different breeds, different monkeys, anything you've got questions on, send them to us. We'll do our very best to answer. We by far do not have all the answers, but we've got a lot of connections. We've got great primate vets. We've got
an amazing primate vet that we personally drive 2 hours to get to him. And we've got friends that drive like 9 hours when we're talking one way to see him. So, I mean, and that's another reason why a lot of people are having to rehome their monkeys, is because it's harder and harder to find vets that will actually take care of primates. And there's so many places that it's just illegal to begin with to have a primate.
And you may be in a state that's not a banned state, but your city might be, or your county might be. There's different places that they can be banned. So you've got to really know how to look that up, how to be part of that. And it's monkeys are awesome. They are awesome to watch. They're awesome to look at. They're awesome, but I would say they're probably more awesome whenever you can watch them on here or you can go visit them than they are tending with them 24/7, because it is a 24/7 job to deal with monkeys. And it's not just play with them. It's not just changing their diapers. It's not just feeding them. Monkeys can't talk, so they can't tell you when they feel bad. They can't tell you, hey, I've got a toothache. I mean, that was one of Bailey's issues, is he had infections in his mouth at his teeth. Nobody knew because he wouldn't tell you. He didn't let on like it until we got him to the vet, and they started running these tests on him and found all this infection in his body, and it wasn't coming just from his liver. So they finally found that his teeth were infected. Well, the only option at that point was to remove his jaw teeth, so he doesn't have those anymore.
And just to be clear, his previous owners, they did take and took him to a very well-known vet here in Missouri, and they happened to kind of like I guess miss it.
Yeah.
You know,
but you know, all doctors can miss things. So, I see messages popping up. I wasn't see. So,
hello, Miss Price. We're glad you jumped in to see us.
We're glad you're watching. So,
I hope you got to see some beginning. We are Exotic Sanctuary. We're in SEMO, which is Southeast Missouri. Our main purpose is providing for monkeys right now. We do have a few other exotics, but we have 9 primates that live in our house. It is a lot. And no, sir. And one other thing that I kind of want to throw out there is that with primates, Jeff was talking about that they're so much easier, kind of like, hey, let me watch in somebody else's house and not have them in my house.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, this is real life.
We're going to show you at some point when we've got our little gears and stuff like that. We have magnetic locks on cabinets. We have to lock doors. We have doors on top of doors because They can get out, they can open doors, they can go in areas they shouldn't be in. They can get in your refrigerator. We have locks on our refrigerator.
Every exit out of this house has a main exit and then another exit that you have. And we keep locks on everything because, like she was saying, they can unlock or open. It's nothing for them to open doors. If you think you're going to walk through the door and have privacy, you can forget going to the bathroom by yourself because they're going to open that door unless you lock it.
Right.
So, I mean, everything has a lock. Their sleep cages have locks because when most of them are sleeping, we're sleeping also.
Get in.
So we don't want them being able to escape out of their sleep cages and get themselves in trouble. And I think that's pretty much covered everything for a first.
Now, there is one other thing, and I'm going to tell you how this really got started. We've had a passion. We've always taken in. Our daughter has always brought us stray animals, and we've had one time she brought us like eight or nine ferrets. I mean, it's just we've always had animals coming in and out of our house. We've got a big farm, so we have animals like that anyhow. Y'all are being crazy. But when we got our own pet monkeys, and then we started taking in different ones that needed homes and stuff. Well, God placed it on our hearts that, this is what I need you to do. And I'm going to be honest with you. It was, and still even today, sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm just, I don't know what you're doing to me, God, but he always finds a way. And he told me that, he would give me a certain sign when it was time. And when we got Sissy, when we got Sophie, it was Sophie. We knew, and that's when we started working on getting our sanctuary together. So we know that because these creatures they're God's. He created them, and he's given us that desire that we're going to take care of them. He'll provide the ways. He'll provide the people that'll come along and partner with us. We're always looking for people that want to partner with us, and it doesn't necessarily always mean money. I mean, you can, and it's not just us, it's other rescues, it's other foundations that are out there that maybe it's a dog rescue, or maybe it's, I don't know, like a farm rescue. There's always things out there that they need stuff, and it doesn't necessarily always have to be financial. Yeah, it's great. You got money, you want to send me money, you hit that donate button and you send me money, but I am so happy I've got people that donate toys to us, so I don't have to go buy new toys, because with monkeys, slightly almost broke toys, that are really loved, that you really can't give to anybody else. Those things were great for us. Stained blankets, like baby blankets and stuff that are stained, that you really, you don't want to give to anybody else.
Don't throw them away.
They work great for us. In the summer, you're growing a garden. Oh my gosh, we go through so much, and we grow our own garden, but still, we go through so much vegetables because these guys eat a lot of vegetables. But it's the same thing with some of the other farms and rescues. If you're not in our area, don't be ashamed to reach out and find who is in your area and see how you can help. Maybe you've got too many vegetables out of your garden and you need to donate. Sometimes it's hard giving that stuff to like the food banks because there's certain criteria that have to be met. Yeah. But, for a rescue, oh my gosh, that stuff works out great. At Halloween, when you have leftover pumpkins, there's so many places that can use the pumpkins. So, there's so many different things that you guys as a whole can do to help other people that rescue, that take in the rehomes, that need things. And it doesn't always have to be financial. Nobody's going to turn your money down. But, you know, there's other things like with us, we ask for old building materials like PVC pipe. You know, we make a lot of toys for these guys out of PVC pipe. And there's so many times that you've got, you know, like short pieces left and stuff like that, that you just got laying around.
Or anything other than what we build with, because we can build some stuff that it's interesting to look at, but they love to swing on it, play on it, whatever. We build the hammocks that they love to swing in. It's plastic chains and 1-inch PVC. It's just we make a square that's 24-inch square with 4 elbows. Not a lot, but most people, you get a short piece of PVC, you throw it away. Don't throw it away. Take it to somebody that can use it like us.
Right.
I think that's pretty much.
Yeah, just, you know, kind of follow us. We
Please
were so
follow us.
excited to partner with ReelTime Animal Rescue. And even though some of the people that you'll see on there and the other partners and stuff are out there doing like real rescues and on search for these missing animals and stuff like that, you know, you probably won't see that as much with us. You know, right now we're full. We have no room to take anything else on until we get some more buildings. And that's going to be a summer project because all that has to come out of our own pocket. So,
And building buildings and enclosures and all it's time consuming, but it's not cheap. So it's going to take us a while, just because, like she said, I mean, we're doing all this out of our pockets. So it'll be a while before we get to where we can take on any more. We've already turned down a couple now.
And it's sad.
It is.
It's really sad because you don't know what happens to them when they're turned down. You don't know if they'll go to a good home or if they're going to go to a home and they'll be there. I know of one that just recently actually came from the same place that Sissy came from. And it's on its second or third home since August. And they called us, but I mean, we just don't have room for just one more, because one more leads to 2 more. And sometimes you just have to say no for the benefit of what you have. But it's coming. It's coming. We know God takes care of us. But I know y'all are bored now. Just keep watching us. We'll entertain you.
Yes. All right. Thank y'all. Bye.
Bye.